coming in. Don't stand miles away. Come on. Come in. Right. Final stop of the tour. And we're now up here on Tower Green. All right. Now Tower Green is basically the village green here at the Tower of London. So when you're thinking about all those beautiful English village greens, you're thinking things like duck ponds, play parks, picnic areas, country pubs, where you could all buy me a pint this afternoon. That'd be nice. We do things just a little bit differently here, which is why on our village green, we just have our very, very own execution site. We will come back to that for the kids in a few short minutes. But let's have a little look round first at some of this beautiful tapestry of buildings that we've got surrounding us up here. If you look away on my right, down that pathway there, the square tower at the back, that is the back view of the bloody tower. From the other side, you saw it a moment ago. But if you go in there, on the ground floor, you've got the story of Sir Walter Raleigh, because that famous explorer spent 13 years of his life incarcerated in there. Upstairs, you've got more on the story of them two boy princes. And as I say, make up your own minds what you think really went on with them. As you move round into the corner, you've got that beautiful L-shaped Tudor building. Now that is the oldest surviving Tudor building in the City of London. The rest were all destroyed by the Great Fire in 1666. However, it's now called the King's House. Not lived in by the King, but lived in by his hand-picked representative here at the Tower, the Constable of the Tower. A highly successful, highly decorated former Royal Marines General by the name of General Sir Gordon Messenger. He's the man actually who had the utmost honour of carrying King Charles III's crown into Westminster Abbey, ready for that coronation service. Now it's always been the home of important people like my boss, so it makes sense we've kept some very important prisoners in there too. I've already mentioned Lord Lovett, that last man executed on Tower Hill in 1747. Well, he was held in there ahead of that execution. Much earlier than that though, Queen Catherine Howard, 5th wife of Henry VIII, she was held in there. Rudolf Hess, deputy leader of Nazi Germany, he was held in there. And we also held a bloke in there by the name of William Penn. Now William Penn was imprisoned in there because of his offensive writings. Even so, as a prisoner, that man still had the audacity to compile another controversial pamphlet called No Cross, No Crown. Now we only released William Penn on the very clear understanding that he would leave our beautiful and beloved country. So we sent William Penn to a far, far, far worse place than any dungeon or cell here at the Tower of London. Because we sent William Penn to the US of A! And it's where he founded that famous Quaker colony, Pennsylvania, named in honour of his father. It is also where I pause mid-tour to give you a slight caveat. That before you all decide to start writing in saying, he was taking the mickey out of Americans and I didn't like it. Two main things to remember. Firstly, I don't care. Secondly though, a lot of my family live in the States. My nieces and nephews were all born in the States. Not their fault, obviously that's just how it happened, all right? What it does mean, all right, is I like America, I like Americans too, all right? It's just a nice easy joke to lob in after about 40 minutes to check if you're still listening, all right? So thank you, I appreciate it. However, as yeoman warders, we get asked a lot of questions every single day. Now I, for one, don't really mind that. I think it's quite nice because you get to meet lots of different people from all over the world and you hopefully make their time here at the Tower of London an enjoyable one. But you must sympathise because one or two of those stupid questions come round about 1,012,000,000 times every single day. The first question from you lot, without doubt, will be, excuse me, can you tell me where the crown jewels are? We gave you a map on the way in. We've put signposts up all over the place. But I tell you what, Why would you bother using them two tried and trusted methods when you can come and annoy us instead? So with that in mind, pay attention, because on my left there's a big burn, about half along the big burn, and there's a big clock, and often downstairs there's a big queue that goes down a big queue and back up again. But if you get to the top of the big queue, at the front of the big queue, underneath the big clock, go for the big door. Big collection of crown jewels. Now the other question you lot will ask us about 1,012 times every single day is, where are the bathrooms, toilets, or restrooms, depending on where you're from in this wonderful world? So, come back to me to start a big burn, about half along there's a big clock, and downstairs a big queue, it often goes down a big queue and back up again. But if you get to the top of the big queue, at the front of the big queue, underneath the big clock, you go for the big door to the big collection of crown jewels. Do not wee in there. Alright, if you are caught having a wee in the crown jewels, all hell is going to break loose, I promise you. Alright? Instead, just pop round the back. Lovely collection of toilets. Use them to your heart's content. Alright? I would suggest, in fact, you use them until your bladders are content. Alright? Which you now all know where the crown jewels are. Yes? Yes. You now all know where the bathrooms, toilets, and restrooms are. Yes? Yes. Right. Do not be bugging me or any of my esteemed colleagues with those two stupid questions for the rest of the day. Otherwise, I will bring back Saturday afternoon choppy on the lawn. And you will be first. No, you won't. You're lovely. You're lovely. But it does give me a nice little link back to death and executions and stuff, because our first victim here in 1536 was Queen Anne Boleyn. Second wife of Henry VIII, taken to trial on very much trumped up charges.